Hello, welcome to another video. I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Or playing through it at least. Yes, shoot magic at other people's belongings.
Lumos.
You can just go into other people's rooms. Surprising. Oh, what is this?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Tell me about it.
They're lucky they didn't end up with dragon. Like that poor man from the ministry.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
I can hear you.
Can't imagine starting this late.
Well, I suppose... No.
What is up, bookman?
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
They already know that we were attacked by a dragon. It was exciting.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure we already met.
What book were you reading?
A spellbook I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Oh, interesting.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time.
Why is that?
It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Why do I need luck? These people. Yes, burn.
Might want to think that again.
Chess.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Why did I come from the right? I'm pretty sure I was on their left.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way.
Damn.
Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could.
Who the hell
Speaking
is
of
that?
which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Was it just?
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Feel well.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Alright then.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
That was... like, I don't know. It was just a very powerful goodbye.
Lumos.
Did you guys need some light? Here, is this bright enough for you? Is it?
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year.
Is he blind?
I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin.
Where is he
Do
looking?
let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Are you different?
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Very well.
Thank
then.
you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
I'm still curious about his
Is
eyes.
the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
It was... the gameplay was more smooth when I wasn't recording. Wonder if I can fix that. I'm already on the lowest settings. Guess I'll just have to deal with it.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Really?
Here you are.
What is that?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Resource? Not Vsauce? Oh god.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Well, I'm gonna throw it against a wall.
This way.
What is this?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Why do I walk so slowly? It's painful.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
I'm trying.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide
Revelio.
Interesting. So I can't defeat enemies to gain XP. Okay. Challenges. Whoa. Interesting. You're going
Clever, isn't it?
You're going back?
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities.
What is this? Gear? Offense 0. Handwear. No magical properties. Offense 0 cannot, so you can upgrade. Interesting. Okay. Inventory. Talents. Collections. Holy crap. That's a lot.
Inside and outside of the castle.
What is this? Aristo momentum. Interesting. Essential. Basic cast. Revelio. Protega. And Stupefy.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Is that right?
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I thought Professor Black...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Okay.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Oh, so either I tell her or I don't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
I keep promises.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
Yes.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Because I'm
Very
special.
well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Okay.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Yes, I know how to open the map. Thank you, game. Oh. I will get Accio and Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket.
Yes.
For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Understood. Open. Oh, it's bright. Where are you going? Interesting.
Revelio.
Do I just use that whenever I see something?
Is that all you've got? Yeah.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity. especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. Oh, this.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Oh, it's cute.
Levioso!
A perfectly executed Levioso.
Protego! Stupid Protego! Levioso! This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso!
I all my students for this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
Protego! Stupid! You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Want your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself?
I believe I won.
Not bad for a beginner.
Oh,
You give as good as you get.
He's shining.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from
Was
you.
that the class? I wish the classes were
demand
this
excellence
fast.
from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
Oh,
A
okay.
classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you.
Mr.
Again,
Sallow.
well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Really? I could beat her.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Gee.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
What?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay,
Good.
kill them all.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance.
Clock Tower?
If you're interested. Till next time.
What is this? What am I looking for? I must go to the charms class.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
I bet Black. Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right?
Yeah.
Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Accio?
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ooh, Accio.
Accio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good,
rival and destroy her.
Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
This guy seems eccentric.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Huh? What am I meant to do here? What is that friendly chirping?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, Accio, think of this like God's excellent good happens to the best of us.
How do you release it? You press it again?
Accio. Very good. Don't lose your composure. Splendid. Stay focused.
Oh, harsh.
Very good. Points to Slytherin.
For failing.
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. There we go.
Okay.
Accio.
But why is mine so fast?
Let us see this.
Damn. Okay.
Ah, you almost.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Alright.
Accio.
That's it.
Okay, I'll destroy her now. I want
Let
a
us make
rematch.
this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What did he do?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Hurry up then.
I'll
What?
say.
You scared? Come on.
Hey, enough
Come on
chatter.
then.
Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Yeah, alright.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Whatever. Points are points.
Be sharp. Oh dear me.
Alright, time it, time it.
Very good.
Let us see this.
I've already won, but I'll... Oh! Oh! You absolute cunt! Alright, alright.
Accio.
I think I'm just...
Nicely done.
Did I just make her tie? I just made us tie. At least I didn't lose.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
She has different lines for if I lost, a tied, or a win.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence.
Why?
I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, Accio can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing to be precise about it. You know it won't work on humans.
Don't mind me, I'm just being a normal...
Levioso.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
Yes,
I
Professor.
did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
More work. It's like homework. Just kill me now.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
No shit. What do I do now? Where is quests? No main quests available. I guess I'll go do it then. Quidditch players.
Whee! Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. Please, Piers, you'll make me late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up a cannon, so she agreed. To draw up a contract with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim! Whee! I'll get you for this.
Well, that was interesting.
Revelio.
Interesting.
Revelio.
Iberian Black Dragon.
You've made your point!
Did I just get a cloak? I'm just gonna use Revelio on everything I see. Easy XP, right? Open the door. Am I just meant to be running around?
Revelio.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
What is this?
Levioso.
Oh. Interesting. Anything else?
Revelio.
Seems there's doors that are locked. A cape. Is that just appearance? It's worse, lol. Ugh, that frame.
Can I help you?
Damn, you're young.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins.
So,
it's our way of
me,
determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all.
I doubt I would lose.
And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Yes.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone.
Or duel alone.
So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
You're a bit excited, aren't you?
We'll make you regret signing up.
Oh, okay. Breakthrough yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell. Okay.
Levioso! I am the one!
Levioso!
Give them what more!
Levioso! Come on! Confringo!
Expulso!
Levioso!
Expulso!
Levioso!
There goes my way.
Expulso!
You're better!
I think I was getting a bit too close.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you.
I definitely
There's
want to play
strong
solo.
competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Do I... Okay. Is that it? Is there anything else? What do I do? Do I just run around?
Revelio.
Running through the halls.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Perhaps I don't have the spell for that.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
Guess I can't access that.
Revelio.
Interesting. Meow.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I'll imagine.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Hello?
I trust your first classes went well?
Yes.
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me.
Uh-huh.
Isn't there?
Uh-huh.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Very well done.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Okay.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby.
Oh.
Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay. Weird. Well, I'm gonna end this part here, so thanks for watching. Bye.